Hi guys, Lindera here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see my other videos. Okay, so today I'm going to try and get these like there's 3 different projects technically in this video, but I want to try and get them done as fast and as soon as possible. So yeah, my sister's birthday is actually coming up soon, and as you guys, if you've been watching, she gave me some hand towels that my mom I think had bought for her one time, late last year, like October-ish. I mean, that's not that late, but I was in the middle of my market season, and yeah, it just didn't get done. So she's still waiting on her towels. I have no idea what colors she wants the towel topper to be, and since she didn't tell me, I get to pick. That's the rules. But I still have to do those. And there's 2 different sets. There's this set. She really loves skulls. And then there is also this set. So what I figure here is that they both have this like blue. I'm probably going to pull that as the towel topper color, and then just whatever button I pick. And I figure one of those sets can be from me for her birthday because it is getting close. One of the sets can be for my mom and dad. Perfect. Now, she has 2 kids, my niece and nephew. Love them so much. My mom has been begging me to let her get some of these crochet kits from Five Below. And she found the perfect ones. I was like, just get them and I'll try them out and see what they are. I actually was supposed to make these, I think, for Christmas, but I forgot and we lost them. So they recently resurfaced. So we have Jack Skellington. She really likes Nightmare Before Christmas. I figure I can make Jack and let my nephew give her Jack. And then we have Sally. And I figure Sally can be given by my niece. Sally looks harder than Jack. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Jack kit. We are going to see... Oh, he has tape on him. You can tell I ain't really looked into these. We are going to see what's in the Jack kit. I'm going to do it first. And then, you know, if I have time, I'll probably go ahead and prep the towels, get those ready to go, and then move on from there. Okay, so first thing I pulled out, we have a stitch marker and a needle. The hook, not a stitch marker, it's a crochet hook and a needle. The hook is 3.5 millimeters, which is good because that's one of the sizes I can use. We also have the 2 yarns. This is kind of a texture that I don't know about, but it's what we got. We have the stuffing, and then I'm assuming one of these is the instructions. So we have everything we need to make Jack. Yeah, I should have looked at these kits considering that I've been burned on a kit before. So we're going to make Jack first, and then once I'm done with him, I will come back and we'll look at what's in the Sally kit. There might be towels in between those 2 kits, or I may just do the towels at the end. It's just going to depend. Like I said, I'm kind of wanting to get this done as soon as possible. I'm hoping that this Jack kit only takes me a day. Maybe the Sally kit takes a day, and then I can spend a day on towels, and it's done in 3 days. That's the hope. That's the goal. Don't know, because I've never used a kit from Five Below before. So we're going to figure out, are they any good? But we're going to get off of here, and we're going to get to the couch and start on Jack. Hey guys, okay, so as I told you, we're working on this kit from Five Below for my sister, for my nephew to give her. Then we have some towels, and we have another kit. So first things first, I want to go over the stuff out of this kit. The pattern, first and foremost, it was a little confusing in a few places. Now if you are a beginner crocheter, I would say do not get this kit because it does not have a lot of the usual, I don't want to say symbols or like usual stuff that we see. Mostly in like the fasten off point part, it says to fix it. If you don't have enough knowledge about crochet, I just don't think, and about amigurumi in general, I just don't think that you're going to be able to get these patterns. I really just don't. So, and like I said, there were some interesting choices on certain parts of it. Yeah. If you are someone who has been making amigurumi crochet for a while, like you can get through a pattern, you can read a pattern, everything. Try it at your own risk. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say don't go buy this just because of my experience, but in my opinion, and that's all I can ever give about these kits, is my opinion. My opinion about this kit is, I should have never let my mom buy them in the first place. But my opinion is that the pattern is definitely not for beginners. There is a lot in there that is like, wait, what am I doing? Wait, what? How? Who? So it's like there's a lot of parts in there that I had to like stop and look at and try and figure out, and I just kind of had to guess to the best of my abilities. Not saying that someone else might not be able to get this pattern and fly through it and have no problems, but me personally, I have seen other Jack Skellingtons around on Pinterest and such, and I'm pretty certain that those patterns would probably be easier to follow and easier to understand. Now, the hook. Not my favorite by far. By far not my favorite. I really like the ones that came with the Christmas ornament kits, but this one, I don't know, it felt stiff, and that could also be with the yarn, because I'm going to go ahead and say the yarn definitely not. I said it, that I felt like it had a weird texture. To me, it feels weird. It's like it's trying to be soft, but it's not soft at the same. I don't know how to describe this. It's just not a good feeling, and it split so much on me. You can't tell in the finished product, but it did split. Now, I was able to make something that resembles pretty well what is on the box. I will say, it came out a lot smaller than what I thought it would. A lot smaller. So again, this is what's on the box. And I'm going to go ahead and show you like how much of the supplies I had left, because I had a lot of the stuffing left, so I might use that before opening the one for the Sally kit. And then this is the yarn I had left. So a pretty good bit. Not bad. But now it's time to show you Jack Skellington. And I will also say that this jacket, robe, whatever you want to call it, it was so big when I put it on Jack that I ended up having to like tack it down in several places and like fold it over on itself, so it kind of looks like he has a hunchback, but we're going to ignore that part. But here's Jack. I mean, it came out pretty good. It came out looking a lot like the box, but my nose placement is a little bit high, but you know. But the jacket, like I said, if you look, you can see where I folded it on itself and like tried to sew it down and everything. The jacket is just so big. And honestly, it was a little confusing. The jacket was probably the most confusing part to me. But, yeah. He came out looking like Jack. He's tiny, though. I wasn't expecting the box to be almost, like the one in the box to be almost the same size as him. So, yeah. But Jack is done. So I'm done with that part of my sister's birthday present. Now, I was not able to record yesterday because I was watching my niece, who has no idea. Her and her brother have no idea I'm doing this, by the way. So I did the towels yesterday, and I'll just go ahead and show you. I had 2 different towels to do. This is the first one, and they both have this blue color just because I was able to pull it out of both of them. So yeah, I just gave this one a green button, and there's a towel. There's 2 sets of both these. I'm not going to show you all 4 towels though. And then there's this one with the orange button. So the towels are also done. The last thing I have left to do for my sister for her birthday is Sally. And I went ahead and opened this kit just because it fought me. So we're going to see what all's in here. And I'm a little concerned because it kind of looks like somebody may have gotten this and then returned it, just based off of how some of this yarn is looking. So we have the instructions. We have the stuffing, which I'm still thinking I might use the other one first. And then we have this. This is the blue yarn that I'm pretty certain is her skin color. But if you look at the back of the box and how it's supposed to come, this is not how it's supposed to come. So I'm wondering if somebody had this kit before me. Yeah. So we have the orange that looks like it's supposed to. Is she supposed? Oh, it's supposed to come with safety eyes too? Okay, there's some safety eyes. Or a safety eye. Okay, there's the other one. And then some embroidery thread for like the stitches and stuff. That's good. Okay, and then we have the hook, which is another 3.5. I'm hoping that this one will work a little bit better than the one in the Jack kit. And then we have the other 3 colors. So we're going to make Sally, see how she comes out. And hopefully she won't be hard. And hopefully I have enough supplies, considering it looks like somebody may have had this before me. But we are going to get off here. We're going to get to the couch. We're going to make Sally. And my sister's birthday presents will be done. So let's get to it. Hey guys, okay, so as a recap, just real fast, we made Jack from a Five Below kit. I mean, he looks like Jack. I don't know that I would recommend it though. You might be able to find a free pattern online and use your own yarn and your own hook, because this yarn, hard to work with, but the pattern was not bad. I will give it that. The pattern was not bad. I don't know what I said the other day about it, but now I've finished the Sally kit. The pattern was not bad. That's all I'm going to say there. I did 4 towels. These are towels that she gave to me sometime last year and wanted me to do. So I just never got around to them, and I did them. And then I had this kit from Five Below for Sally. Big, not only a skull, like she loves anything with skulls, but she's also a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. This kit, I told you the other day, don't buy the Jack kit unless you are like really good at reading patterns and stuff, and you know what you're doing in crochet and amigurumi, because it does not have the traditional, and I could not think of the word the other day, but it's terminology. It doesn't have the traditional terminology that we use. Well, don't buy this kit at all is what I'm going to say. There were so many mistakes in the pattern. It never, like, after the head and I think the legs, it never told you to fasten off or fix, as it was saying in the pattern. So you just kind of had to guess if that was the end of the piece or not. The pattern was not right in several places. There was one row where it was supposed to end up with 49 stitches, but it said do 12 in this color, 18 in this color, and 26 in this color. Well, that only ends you with 46 stitches. So the math was not math. And then the color changes on this. It was a lot of color changes, a lot of stuff. But it's done. I'll leave it up to you guys if you think it looks like Sally or not. I personally think I probably could have found a pattern online and done it and had it look a little bit better. But first things first, I have no stuffing left. Sally took all of the stuffing, whereas Jack did not. Sally took all of her stuffing. I did use her stuffing just so I could have a metric of how much she had left. Also, it comes with safety eyes with this kit, but yet it doesn't tell you where to put them, so you kind of have to guess. So yeah, but this is how much of the blue yarn I had left. This is the orange and black, and then the pink and yellow. So I had enough to complete it, and there was times where I didn't think I'd have enough, but yeah. I'm going to just show you Sally, and I'd like for you to remember that Sally, as far as I remember, as far as the movie goes, she's like an undead thing that was brought back to life, so just remember that. Yeah. She's not looking the best, but... And then as far as the skirt goes, you're going to have the colors peeking through, because, the best way I knew how to do it was just to carry it through instead of having to cut every round and try and do it like that. So I just kind of tried to carry it through. So you're going to have like the pink peeking out here and there, the yellows peeking out. There was nothing I could do about that. She sews her own clothes, so, you know. But this is Sally. I think Jack came out way better. I would say if you want to get this kit, that's up to you. Obviously, all I can do is tell you my opinion. My opinion is that I would not get this kit. I would find a free pattern online and just get the yarn, or gather the yarn from your stash or whatever and do that. But this is how they look together. She is bigger than him in the movies, so it kind of makes sense, but yeah. But that's my sister's birthday presents, not Christmas. Christmas is past. Birthday presents done. My nephew does not know it yet, but he's going to give her the Jack. My niece does not know it yet, but she's going to give her the Sally. I'm going to give her a set of towels, and then I'm going to put one of the sets for my parents. So that's her birthday covered. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss my other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone!